revolution will be live.
The clash on the dunes. 12 rounds of boxing for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Breaking out the cage, tell them lock the change. Adrenaline and the rage, I may never change. Running through my heart, dilute my pain. Compressing all the stress, asthma on my chest, running out of breath. They gon' know my name. Straight up out the mud, brush the dirt up.
Ruiz comes to fire back. Shares in trouble.
In my mind, even smoke less, hopelessness. But I'm in this shit, full-fledged, talk reckless. Coming for your neck, no strap though. Running this shit, both legs, bro. Word around town that they coming for my head though. Funny thing about it, they don't know it's in my head though. Schizo, maniac, finna go klepto. So hands on, it's gonna hard for me to let go. Lego, my ego in the same boat. With a slow leak, screaming at the world till she prank up. 2 middle fingers to you all till I'm letting go.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome. Fight fans, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble! Anthony Joshua and me, the Destroyer.
God bless you. Le di la instrucción en el camerino. Vamos a la pelea y pegaremos fuerte.
Here we go. Round number 1.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off. Taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones.
The last few months in terms of heavyweight boxing have been very exciting, with Anthony Joshua regaining his titles from the first Mexican heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr.
And Anthony Joshua with a resounding answer.
becoming the first two-time heavyweight champion of his era. he enters a special elite of fighters. Only 4 boxers have regained the heavyweight title in an immediate rematch: Floyd Patterson in 1960, Muhammad Ali in 1978, Lennox Lewis in 2001, and Anthony Joshua in 2019. In 2020 the division is looking to enter a new golden era. The heavyweight landscape seems wide open. With new prospects and dangerous contenders, fighters like Dillian White, Alexander Usyk, Michael Hunter, Efe Jagba and Daniel Dubois send stern warnings to the division with their brutal knockouts and good performances. In the future we can already expect many big fights, and for now we expect another classic from our heavyweight giants. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury are set to face off again in early 2020 in one of the biggest fights in recent years. It probably will take place on February the 22nd, 2020. The upcoming mega fight Wilder vs Fury looks bigger than ever. With the anticipated rematch being almost here, we will take a closer look at the upcoming fight.
The ring this time I had a few months out of the ring, and I'm back, return of the Mac, the lineal champion. Bring him on!
But first let's go through the first fight. The match that took place on December the 1st, 2018, at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. A fight between the WBC champion Deontay Wilder and the lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury.
He told everybody what he would do.
Very sharp, easy, simple. That's how this fight's gonna go.
Fury put his left hand behind his back, showing confidence and nonchalance.
This is a Tyson Fury show.
Crashing left hook from Tyson Fury.
My time to shine.
Bedlam in the ring here in Dusseldorf as Tyson Fury makes history.
You may have fought plenty of peasants in your time. Never fought a Gypsy King before, have you?
Champion of the world, Tyson Fury!
It ended in a controversial draw.
The decision is a split decision draw.
But the trash talk in the build-up did not fade on fight night.
You're a bum from Alabama who's getting knocked out.
I don't know when it's gonna come, but it's gonna come.
Producing one of the best heavyweight clashes of recent years. With Wilder's power and Fury's movement and boxing ability, the matchup made a true on-edge-of-your-seat fight. In the fight it looked like Fury would box his way to a decision, and having won nearly every round Fury was confident of a victory, but with Wilder one punch can change everything. Later on, as he slowed down, the Brit dropped heavily 2 times in the later rounds. Once in the 9th round and once in the last round.
I tried knocking him out. I hit him with a fantastic right hand before he dropped me.
In this dramatic last round, Fury had his own Undertaker moment, where he rose from the dead, standing up to something nobody before stood up to.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just hitch my wings and pull the strings. I bought these dreams that all fall down.
Many fans and experts regard Wilder's straight right hand as the hardest punch in boxing. All this makes Fury's performance more impressive. After a controversial draw, fans from both sides still argue about the winner. Let's start with the man also referred to as Gypsy King. Fury's last fights were two build-up fights, both in Las Vegas. One against the German Tom Schwartz, where he showed perfect movement and also the ability to stop an opponent. His other fight was against Sweden's Otto Wallin, where he got a decision win. It was a fight which turned out to be more dangerous than expected. With a nasty cut that opened in their fight and an hungry opponent also looking for a finish, Tyson proved much heart and determination in this fight. He also did a lot of promotional work, one of them being his WWE debut at the Crown Jewel, where he got a KO victory over Braun Strowman. Now back to the Bronze Bomber. One of his more recent bouts was against Dominic Breazeale, a tested tough guy in the division who already has gone 7 rounds with Anthony Joshua. It was a very personal fight between the two with bad intentions and bad blood.
They can't teach him nothing that is going to be able to prepare for me.
I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to beat you up, and then I'm going to knock you out. Whatever happens, remember, you asked for this. So if you ask, you shall receive.
But credit to Brazil for having the character to throw with him and
Wilder hit Brazil so hard, they are feeling it in Brazil. Mamma mia, what a KO!
Wilder saw this as an opportunity to once again showcase his power and delivered a devastating first-round knockout. And just recently Deontay Wilder added another KO to his resume. He stopped Luis Ortiz in their rematch at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, but he also had to overcome some issues. He lost all 6 rounds before he finally could deliver his power. With his victory he defended his title for the 10th time. In perspective, Wilder ties Muhammad Ali with 10 consecutive title defenses.
The right hand, down goes Ortiz! Oh my goodness!
Motherfucker, we roll with some light-skinned girls and some Kelly rollers. In this white man world, we the ones chose.
Nobody can say for sure who the next undisputed champion will be. But it's for sure that the winner of Wilder vs Fury has a good chance of being the next undisputed champion. After all, predicting the outcome of Wilder Fury seems nearly impossible. This makes the event to a true 50-50 fight. After all, 2 facts are still very relevant. Deontay Wilder is always very dangerous in his rematches, which the man Steven found out in 2017, 2 years after their first encounter. The other fact is that Fury always finds a way to rise to the occasion, like in that night in Dusseldorf. And with Tyson being further in his comeback, he might be the fan favorite. But one thing we can say for sure is that the heavyweight division looks alive as ever. That's it for today. Smash the like button and leave a comment below. I'm out.
Heart problem check before we step the mind and sell it. I hardly know you. Don't bother me to show you. Let your head get gas by that fast promoter. Be real forever. So feel my lever in combination.